Hi everyone, welcome back to another Star Stable video. I have tried to make this video before and I have failed miserably, but we're actually really going to try to do it today. I got off work early. I was like, I just want to film a video. So here we are. I have a glass of sangria in front of me. It's completely full. And we're going to be reading Star Stable reviews. So there's this website called commonsensemedia.org, and basically if you just search Star Stable reviews, this is the website you're going to see. It pops right up, and we're going to be going through and we're going to be reading reviews while training, I guess. Anyway, we're going to be reading reviews from kids because there's more reviews on kids. And yeah, let's get into it because some of these reviews are absolutely crazy. Now, some of them are actually really good, but the reason why I'm drinking is because this is going to be a disaster in itself. And look how long some of these reviews are. Like, look at this. Okay? It's a lot. Anyway, so we're going to get into it. I'm going to actually start off with this one right here by Sakura Yoshi. This was posted 11 months ago, and they're rating this game age 13 plus with 2 stars. So, oh, by the way, this is Raven. I actually call her Ivory because her magical coat is the Duscrim coat, and I mainly have her in her non-magical form most of the time. So this is Ivory. I wanted to name her Ivory Raven, but you can't use Raven as a second name. You can only use it as a first name. So, oh my god, I had to take a drink. Okay, it says Star Stable is a bad role model. Me too. This game is more of a 13 plus because you can say a lot of stuff, so it can go through the chat and you can bully. I used to play Star Stable, but then it started to get too wild for me. It's like every time you're in a role play, someone has to be a bully. When someone sees you, the more people for your role play, they be bullies and steal them.
Wait, what?
What am I reading, bro? Yeah, you can tell this was written by a child. Do you want your kid to grow up with a bad attitude and curse a lot? If you do... You guys, I'm not kidding. Oh, see you. We're already gonna fail miserably. Do you want your kid to grow up with a bad attitude and curse a lot? If you do play Star Stable, I'm not saying that it's a very bad game, but if you want me to tell you the truth, Star Stable has bad messages and talks about grown-up stuff. Your kid can become so smart, sneaky for listening to the grown-ups talk about some BS. Soon your kid will be on some social media repeating the things that they grow some very bad habits. My sister has been sneaking around and saying some mature things, and she got it from Star Stable. But the real thing about it is there are no kids in it, just grown-ups. Doing grown and mature things. If your kid is not mature enough to listen to you, then don't play the game. You guys, this is exactly what it says. Like, I'm not playing with y'all, okay? This would not be a reading review video if I didn't rant a little bit. I'm just gonna say, there is a lot of adult people that play this game. And it's because a lot of people who started playing this game when it came out, wasn't it in 2011? They're grown now. I'm a grown up. I play this game and I'm a grown person. I'm a grown person. No, I'm an adult. And I've been playing quite a few years now. But all I'm saying is, look, I cuss a lot, but it ain't got nothing to do with Star Stable, okay? It really doesn't. So it says too much sex, too much swearing, too much drinking, drugs, smoking. Well, cheers to that, you guys. Good, some downsides. They rated it age 9 plus with 4 out of 5 stars. Not bad. I've played Star Stable for years, and it's a good game. Children, young adults / young adults can own their own horse and horses and explore a map Quests get better over time, and the storyline is exciting and fun. Star Stable clubs are fun to be in and have recently been updated. You can host events and have a uniform and club horse if you want to. Over the years, I have been in several clubs and have made friends with loads of people.
Warning.
Club drama is a very common thing. Well, drama just in general in life is a very common thing. Like, I don't think it's just a common thing in a horse game. It's pretty much common everywhere. Like, I really don't think that that's just, that's Star Stable. When this happens, it's best to avoid it. If it becomes serious, report it. The horses in this game are slightly overpriced, but they are very good graphics. If you want to buy star coins, then I recommend buying them on Double Star Coin Weekend. Overall, I think this game is good for children / young adults that understand the game. I hope this helps. I've got a couple of things to say about that review. Again, drama, you can find drama anywhere. You can find freaking drama playing Call of Duty. You can find drama playing CSGO, World of Warcraft. Like, it's everywhere. It's not just Star Stable. Like, if you don't like drama, just don't be in a club, really. And even if you are in a club, you could be a small club with just you and a couple of people that play the game that you know, and you can just make that your little friend group and your little mini club. It doesn't have to be an overpopulated club. If you want to avoid drama, it's really not that hard to avoid drama in this game. Just, stay to yourself and do your own thing. It's not that difficult to be away from the drama.
Excuse me.
Oh, this one's going to be a good one. Ages 9+, 2 out of 5 stars. It's not the same game that it used to be. I'm an old player, and this game's golden years were 2012 to 2016. The game has changed too much. The worst thing here is that they don't add stuff to the old players. I mainly play the game because of the main story, and they add quests to it like 2 or 3 times a year. There really isn't anything to do in the game anymore but spend money. They nowadays add so many... Ivory just like, no. They add so many horses so often that it isn't even exciting anymore.
And the prices.
They're extremely expensive. I do not recommend this game. Too expensive and nothing to do anymore. This review was posted 3 months ago, so it's really not that old of a review. I'm surprised that this person isn't complaining about the characters. The characters came out about that time period, maybe a little bit earlier than that. They played the game because of the main story, which this part I can understand with and I can agree with. A lot of games that are open world online, they have a very major quest line, and I'm not dogging on Star Stable at all for this because I know it takes a lot of time to make quests and to get the story and to make the cinematic views and all of that, and I get it. I understand, but if you're playing this game just for the quest, you are going to get very bored with it, because that's the kind of the point of this game, is to make friends and connect with people and, just be super horse crazy and do races. And yes, the quest is important. Yes, I agree. It is an important part of it, but it's not the main part of it. The main part of this game was to make friends and have virtual horses. So I can understand the frustration, but I can also see why it's not happening as much, because when you think about what hard work and dedication goes into developing any sort of video game, you kind of understand how long and why it takes so long. The whole spending money thing and them adding horses, this game is technically free to play, and if you're not paying for a monthly Star Rider and you only buy the game, for the lifetime Star Rider, but you're not really spending very much money on horses, you have access to the entire game for free, basically, because you've already paid $75 for it. You're not paying a monthly fee. You do not have to buy horses. You're not obligated to buy horses. So it's a way Star Stable has to make money so they can provide income and employment to the people who are making this game still run and still be a thing. Age 8+, 4 out of 5 stars. This review was posted 5 months ago. I have had Star Stable since 2017. I used to play Star Stable every day for hours on end until they started caring more about the money than the customers. The prices of horses have gone up and they have done multiple updates which no one has asked for, such as the new user interface update. The UI update was supposed to make it easier to see and more accessible, but it made it smaller and less visible. Star Stable is also trying to become so modern, which I don't want. We love the old version. It was different and stood out. My only advice is don't buy it if you don't think you will like it when it updates. Okay, first of all, the UI scaling you can change in your settings. If anybody didn't know this and you do not like the small UI, I did complain about this the day I logged on. I was like, oh my God, I hate this. But then I realized that you can go into your settings and you can change your UI scaling. You can even have it big, like large. I keep mine set on medium. You can have it small, medium, or large. So if the UI is not fitting your screen properly, you can just go right into settings and change that. It's not that big of a deal.
Calm your titties, okay?
We're going to go to golden.
Because it's like fall.
Games have to change. Technology changes every single day. It evolves. And games have to evolve to fit the current technology and graphics that it's competing with its competitors. So if a game was to come out that's kind of similar to Star Stable but has better graphics, more people would probably flock to that game. You know, they have to make sure they're on top of their game and they're on top of their graphics and they're on top of the times, okay? Ages 11 plus, 2 out of 5 stars. Don't let your kids under 10 play this game unless you can monitor them correctly. You may ask me, what's wrong with Star Stable Online? It seems so friendly.
Open world, horses, magic horses, adventure.
Storyline, your family leaves you in a place named Moorland for the summer. They never picked you up after this summer. They left you. You later find out you have powers and train with your pretty pink horse for a pretty outdated horse.
Awesome.
Be ready to spend $70+ on a membership. Areas, horses, quests, clothing are locked behind
paywalls.
You cannot progress at all without spending a $30 on a monthly membership or $70 on a lifetime, which is actually super cheap, by the way. Just saying. Horses get released every month, but rarely any main story quest and more useless races. Having an overall toxic player base with adults and teens playing the game and having overall questionable chats called roam rolls.
Roam, yeah, roaming around, ooh.
Bro. No, roam is keyword for romance. Your children will get lured into these so-called roams by other players. You cannot be in a role without hearing roam, so don't even bother trying to make a role play. Made by an 11-year-old? Okay. This review had me cracking the heck up. I tell you what, that's a good one. The price for lifetime, if you compare it to the price, oh my God, I hate that. If you compare it to the price for a monthly, like if you're paying monthly, it is so cheap. Also, if you compare it to like, other games that you have to buy, like usually when a game comes out or is released, it's about $65. And they don't come out with updates every single Wednesday. And I mean, like, look at Red Dead, for example. I mean, I remember paying buku amount of money into Red Dead online just for Rockstar to be like, oh yeah, well, we're done with it. We're not going to work on it anymore. We are focusing on bigger and better things. At least Star Stable is like still up and running after all these years, and they still cater to their players and try to listen to player base. So you have to take into consideration that these are adult people that have lives, that have bills to pay, that have children to feed, mouths to feed, if any, you know? It's like, what do you want them to do? And it's really not that expensive. So I don't see this person's rant. Then again, this is coming from a child, so they don't understand adulthood yet. So as far as these kids writing these reviews, if they really even are kids, I just want to say one thing. If you're a parent and one of these days you want your kid to be able to play this game, you cannot use this game to babysit your child. It is an online game. And in any online situation, your kids have to learn how to be safe on the internet. And if you're not teaching them how to be safe on the internet, then they're going to get into some situations where they're like learning things they shouldn't learn or hearing things they shouldn't hear. And it doesn't matter if this game has a chat filter or not. again, with the Rome thing, people go around chat filters every day. I see it every single day in global chat. Parents cannot use Star Stable or any other online game as a babysitter. That's not what it's here for. It's not here to babysit your child. Parents, do beware of that situation and make sure that you are keeping an eye on your kids when they're online. Just, check in on them every now and then. Just make sure that they're being safe. This review is rated age 2+, 1 out of 5 stars. So bad. I tried to download this to play at school, and it just took forever. By the time my Indigenous class was over, there was no time to play my favorite game, Star Stables. I am Velma Fruitbirth, by the way. Follow me and like me on SS. Please fix this slow game so that I can play with my friends during our school time. Teacher said no to indoor recess playtime. I am Velma Fruitbirth. My horse is Shark Lord. And if you see me, please send me gifts. I am not a member. My mom won't pay for membership. Thanks. Bye. I don't even know what to say about that one. That just made my whole day though. Like, oh my goodness. Never mind. I'm not even gonna get into it. I'm just running into things at this point. First of all, I don't think you should be playing this game in school anyway. You need to be focusing on,
School.
And if you're trying to download it on a school computer, it's probably not gonna work. The graphics card and the memory on those computers is not built for gaming. They're not gaming PCs. So that's not gonna happen, loves. This person put age 9+, rated 2 out of 5 stars. I honestly don't have anything good to say about this game other than the fact that some of the horse models aren't bad looking. I have been playing this god-awful game for the past year, but I couldn't bring myself to go past one bit of dialogue. Girl, I just click through the dialogue anyway in most of the quests. Like, I kind of know what's going on, but I don't try to really understand what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, most of the side missions, I don't read at all. I don't read, period. And this past month, when I finally brought myself to finish the main quest, at least up until I reached level 5. Oh, this person, what? They didn't even get past level 5? Oh my god, I was so disappointed. I'm definitely not spending that much money just to continue this god-awful game. I remember playing when I was around 7, back when it wasn't incredibly expensive. The SSO devs have become more hungry, and all they do is for more and more money. I can't with the English. It's okay. I can't English either, girl. It's fine. They can never, ever get enough. It's leading children into playing this cute horse game, only to find out that it can't be enjoyable in the slightest unless they convince their parents to spend nearly $100 in the span of a year on this silly game. As disrespectfully as possible, it sucks. Disrespectfully, it sucks. Again, this person only played to level 5, got disappointed that they had to pay money because, again, it does say free to play, and it does say offers in-game purchasing or game purchasing. So, you kind of know what you're signing up for. At the end of the day, everything costs money in life, and it is kind of free. I mean, they do give out a lot of free Star Rider codes, not as much as they used to, but they do tend to give it out quite a bit. So if you continue to want to play the game, but you don't want to spend money, but you want to play it when you can, I recommend, looking up free Star Rider codes because you can get it for 7 days with one code usually. Yeah, you're not pressured into buying horses. If you feel like you have to buy horses to play the game, then I wouldn't play it. If you feel like you have to spend money to play the game, then I wouldn't play it. But if you are old enough to where you can get a job and this is something you want to invest in, I do recommend investing in it because it is a fun game. And it is kind of, in my opinion, it is worth investing in. So, but that's just my opinion. This is so freaking long. I'm not going to read this whole review, but the title... This person said ages 7+, rated 2 out of 5 stars.
It's as if the horses are eating dollar bills instead of grass.
I don't even know if I can continue reading any more of these because my brain is literally hurting from this. Let me know in the comments if you guys want to see another video kind of like this. I'm sorry I didn't do the Halloween races. I had already done them for the day. Anyway, I hope you guys had a wonderful Halloween and happy fall, y'all. And take care. Thanks for watching. Bye. My little Gord is trying to get in the camera view. He's like, hey. All right. Bye-bye.